$2,350,000 is how much it will cost to buy the Gourmet Factory in GTA Online. No upgrades, nothing else, just one flat fee. We'd love to see that in GTA Online. Now, is it worth it in 2025? How much money can you make? This is a simple breakdown of the Gourmet Factory business in GTA Online and how to make the most money possible with it. So welcome back to your channel and let's break it down. Number 1, buying. There's only one Gourmet Factory location and it's the Darnell Bros factory. Everyone will be at this location, this business, which is one downside if you play in public free mode sessions. So this is definitely a invite only session business. If you for some reason ever grind with businesses in public sessions, you want to stick with private ones for this one. Good thing to know is that the only money you'll need to actually set everything up is $2.3 million. The garage, the safe, and sleeping quarters is all included in the base price, and probably because no one would have ever wanted to buy them anyways for the extra price because they're useless. So they included them in the base price, which in reality, it makes it one of the most overpriced businesses in the game personally, even though you can make some pretty good money with it. So how to make money with this business? There are 3 ways of making money with the Gourmet Factory. 1, the FIB files, 2, the office safe, and 3, the priority files. Starting with the FIB files. The FIB files are almost like mini heists, all in free roam, no missions at all free mode missions. They all follow a similar simple formula. You have to go scope out a location and a group of people, hack something, and then attack them. Maybe steal a vehicle here and there. Each week there are 4 FIB file missions. After completing one, you enter a 5-minute cooldown. After this cooldown, you can start up one of the other ones. So the cooldown is almost nothing. It's almost not even there. Very short compared to most other businesses we have in the game. The setup cost is $20,000 each file. So each file has 3 planning missions and 1 finale, aka mini heist as I like to call it. So it's a $20,000 setup fee, and the pay range. The payouts have a pay range from $150,000 to $160,000. It could be anywhere between these, but it will never be under $150,000. On top of the base payout, there are optional objectives, which do make a big difference in the final pay. Completing all 3 of the bonus objectives pays an extra $50,000. And if you're doing all these missions back to back, this adds up fast. You guys know I'm all about making the most amount of money for your time possible in this game. So I recommend always doing the bonus objectives because it will only add up about 2 or 3 minutes extra, and the money does add up fast. And I'll get to the different bonus objectives you have and how to complete them the fastest way in the gameplay chapter of this video. And by the way, I always add chapters on video, so you can skip through. I don't care if you guys skip through the video, you can skip to whatever part you want. It is there for you to skip to. So the maximum amount of money you can make when it's not double money is about $210,000, and for about 20 minutes of work, that's very good money and easy once you get the rhythm down for these missions, because at first it can take a while to complete, but once you get it down, it takes at most 20 minutes. Now we have the priority file. There is 1 priority file, which pays double the amount of the regular FIB files, which can only be done 1 time per week. So this is more compared to the vehicles from the salvage yard business, where it's a better pay, but you can only do it 1 time a week. These pay anywhere from $310,000 to $320,000. So you got about $10,000 difference, which I don't know why they made it $10,000. That's almost nothing. It doesn't even matter which one you pick. You're not going to go for the hardest one just for a $9,000 increase. But basically what I would recommend if you complete these before, just pick the easier one. So my personal tip for the priority file is prioritize the priority file first and then do the other 3 if you want to do them. But considering it takes like 20 minutes a day, I would at least recommend doing it at least 1 time a day if you don't have the salvage yard, because the salvage yard is so much better if you want. If you want to do 1 business a day, 1 time a day, the salvage yard is the one to go to. This one is easy, it's fast, but the salvage yard is just so OP when it comes to making the most amount of money possible for your time. Not back to back to back to back, but for your time, that if playing one time a day, the salvage yard is insane. Now, the thing most people want to do is obviously the priority file, and this changes weekly. So once you do it, you have to wait 1 week for it to change out into a new one. And there is different varieties of missions too. So all 3 of the regular missions will change in variety after the cooldown is done. The priority file after 1 week will change again. Inside the mission, there are 3 mini setups and then the big mini heist, again as I call it. For the brute force file this week, you have private military armor, infiltration equipment, override key, and then the brute force file mission. And this is all in free mode sessions. It will put you in your own little semi-private session inside of a public session, so you can do this all without getting bothered in invite-only sessions, without going into a separate mission. And after the cooldown, the missions will reset so you can repeat them right after. Even the same one, the black box file, I already did that. It just reset, and now I have it again. The only thing that resets, the only thing you have to wait for is the priority file. That's really all these missions are. They're just like little mini heists, except not that much money you're getting for them. For the same amount of time. Half the amount of time you could complete Kyle Perico, you could complete the black box file for $155,000. But you can repeat it. And that's really all for these robberies, these new robberies in this business. That's really all. It's really that simple. Kind of a small business here. Now heading upstairs, this is the gourmet business, which you don't have to touch at all. This does everything for you. And we got one more money making method for this business, the InGame Safe. This safe again included in the base cost. And there's nothing too special about it. There's no like AFK business you gotta take care of. There's no supplies you could bring in to make the safe rack up faster. It's just an AFK safe. You get $1,000 to $2,000 every 45 minutes of in-game time. That's 1 in-game day. And the maximum capacity is $100,000. So anyway, it will take you quite a while to fill this all up. And I do not believe it boosts the AFK pay the more you do this business, because I've been doing this business for a while. I don't see that big of a difference when I come back to your business. I only see about $1,000, $2,000 each time I come back to your business. So I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think it's just $2,000 every in-game day. So not really worth AFKing just for this one safe alone. So do I think it's worth it in 2025, a few months after the DLC released? No, it's still not. It takes about 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. It's salvage yard again. You can only do it 1 time per day, but assuming you're only going to be able to be doing 3 of either these or salvage yard missions day, salvage yard missions very much faster than this. This one you do get some nice bonus money. You do got the priority file if you are going to do any mission from this DLC. Is going to be a priority file. You're going to want to skip out on the regular FIB files, but obviously that's what Rockstar wants you to do anyways. That's why they made the priority file double the amount. And really, this one is really the only one that's worth 30 minutes of your time in GTA Online. You guys know I'm all about making money for your time in GTA Online. This one, if you're logging on a few minutes per day, this one is the one to do priority file. Skip out on these 3. Unless you want the achievements or other bonus objectives that comes with it. But you can make some pretty good money if you do what I'm telling you guys. Make the most amount of money for your time. Log on 30 minutes a day. Complete a priority file. That's all. Log off. And really, that's, what is it? $600,000 an hour? If that's all you do. Like log on 7 days. If that's what you guys want to do, just log on. Play this. $300,000 for 30 minutes, 20 minutes of work, and then log off. Log on the next day, do some other stuff. Next week, come back, do this. That is the way this business works. Is you're not going to make the most amount of money doing these back to back. That's why we have other businesses. The real way you want to do this, priority file 100%. I played through these so you guys don't have to. I broke down how to make the most amount of money possible. But yeah, if you want to do these, go ahead, do them back to back. But I'm just letting you guys know there are other better ways of doing it for your time. But these by no means are bad money. Out 20 minutes, $100,000 to $200,000. That's pretty good. but is not better than any other business we currently have, especially the salvage yard. Which I really compare this business to the most, because we just got the salvage yard the last DLC. And we now get this one. They're pretty on par. This one might just be a tiny bit worse than it, to be honest. I mean, you could play them back to back, yes. But really, how much are you going to complete a day unless you are grinding 5 hours, 6 hours a day in real life, which is insane. Look at me, I have $50 million now. I don't grind 6 hours a day anymore. Even though I used to, I don't grind 6 hours a day. I am here to make the most amount of money for the time I actually spend actively in the game. And this is how I do it. This is the breakdown of this business. If you guys got this far, probably means you liked it, so leave a like and subscribe to see our video I make next.